Hi, I'm Dan Chambers of Chambers Law Firm. This is the latest in a series of videos that I'm doing to introduce new laws that are taking effect in California that are related to criminal law beginning January 1st of this year. In this video, I want to talk about a bill that was called AB3070. Now, AB3070 actually passed last year, but it only took effect this year, or it will take effect on January 1st of this year. AB3070 gives your defense attorney a lot more weapons in jury selection, and here's how it's going to work. When you're selecting a jury in a case, both sides, the prosecutor and the defense, are allowed to exercise what are called peremptory challenges, and each side gets a specific amount based on the charge in the case. A peremptory challenge allows your attorney to kick somebody off the jury without really giving that juror or the court or anybody else the reason why you're kicking them off. So for example, if you don't like the t-shirt they're wearing or you don't like the way their hair's cut, you can kick them off for that reason and you don't have to share that with anybody. Now there's some categories that are protected. You can't kick off people based on their gender, based on their race, their ethnicity, their religious beliefs, or anything else that's protected by our Constitution. But we all know that prosecutors in particular oftentimes kick people off and they violate one of those categories and simply use what they call a race-neutral reason for it. So what they'll say is, well, that person said they didn't really like the police, or they had a negative experience of law enforcement, or, you know, they're on public assistance or welfare. Well, that's usually a race-neutral code for, I'm basically kicking off somebody of color, and I'm trying to think of another reason to do it other than saying I'm kicking them off because they're African American or they're Hispanic or they don't speak English. Well, AB 3070 is going to put an end to all of that. It has a list of things that you can no longer kick people off for. It's going to be presumed invalid. In other words, if you use one of those reasons, we're immediately going to call it into question and you have to show us that you're really not trying to kick them off because they are a person of color. The statute lists a whole bunch of them, and I'm just looking at a few here. Having a child outside of marriage, receiving state benefits, not being a native English speaker, having negative experiences with law enforcement, their dress, attire, or personal appearance. Let's say they have dreadlocks. None of those reasons are going to be good anymore, and the prosecutor can't use them without having to explain it in some other way than trying to say, well, I'm really just kicking them off because they're a minority. So, beginning January 1st, for any jury trial in California, when you're doing jury selection, these things are no longer going to be acceptable reasons to kick people off. An important new weapon that defense attorneys can use in their trials. AB 3070, you can Google it, read about it, or call Chambers Law Firm and we'll explain how to use it to your benefit in your criminal trial. Thank you.